Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Hit the like button. Everybody freely to speak on the topic because it's something that needs to be talked about. And me personally, well, the name of the topic is why do people have a problem with interracial relationship? Hey, Fresh. How are you? Yes, we're going to get on this good old topic because I need to understand why people got problems with um the relationship, interracial relationship. I mean, as they always say, love is blind. Love has no color. I'm good, Fresh. I am good. I am good. I am good. Yes, love is blind. Love is wherever you choose, whoever you choose to love. Whether they pink, orange, green, lime green, it don't matter. Love is love. Love is love. And that's what people don't get. They see that the same that they see they are not in their own race and they want to have problems. They want to talk about them. They want to pick at them. Oh, you see that black guy with that Caucasian, that Asian, that Puerto Rican, the Mexican, the whatever. What they got to do with it? As long as they loving each other, that is the most important thing. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if I get a knife and I cut myself and the other race get a knife and cut themselves, we're going to bleed the same exact color. Red. So with someone loving another race, why is it anybody business? Why is it a problem for them to be upset to see that? I've been in public and seen and seen a couple together, and you can see the look that everyone look how they look at them. And I'm gonna admit I have been the one, that type of one, but I never had a problem with it. But I did have that one. I'm one of the ones that looked like, okay, okay. And why is, I have been that person. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that I haven't. I have been that person. And then in my family, I have interracial people in my family because my uncle is married to a Caucasian lady. Been together 25 years. Hey, Michael Housen, how are you? So I don't see it being a problem, but it is a problem. It is definitely a problem. My mom was kicked out the house because these letters are hold on. My mom was kicked out the house because she married a black man, which was my dad. It's stupid to me. It's very stupid. Oh, wow. Your mom got kicked out the house? Wow. Because your mom married a black man. But see, nowadays you would have think that it would have come down because years ago, years ago, they had a problem with that, like 50s and 60s. Well, no, back further than that. It was a thing, they didn't want us to mix together. But again, I say that's you love who you love. You love who you love. So Fresh, your mother is, what is your mother is? Okay, I know your dad is black, but what is your mom? Hispanic. Okay. You said but now my moms love us like crazy and we're half black. Of, of course she really didn't have no other choice. Y'all here now, the kids are here. The grandkids are here. She ain't had no other choice but to put her big girl drawers on and be like, hey, I can't, you know, not love my child because she married outside the race. Do your mom and your do your mom and your mom her mom gets along if either one of them is still living? But do they get along now? Even though she kicked her out? But then you gotta realize too, once you have kids and you're into you love your granny. I know, right? So she had to learn. Your grandma had to learn. It didn't matter. It didn't matter, she had to learn. She probably was upset in the beginning. And I'm glad that your mom stood on what she stood on so that your grandmother had no other choice but to accept it, you know. But the thing about it is, at the end of the day, not only the relationship with the interracial couples, you got to think about how do the mixed kid feel in this world. That's another thing too. She accepted after the fact, right? She had no other choice because at the end of the day, she knew your mother had made her decision, and that was that. And then the kids came along, so then she had to realize: am I gonna love my grandkids? Do I have, I gotta accept what my daughter's decision was. So she had no other choice but to jump on the bandwagon. I'm glad that she did because there are some people who get into the relationship. Hey J4, hey bro. But yeah, there'd be some, that get into the relationship and they form their family and then they have kids. And then that's the thing. I I say, I mean, I can't understand what a mixed child go through um as far as growing up. I mean, I'm quite sure that, names have been called or whatever. But again, I say I don't have a problem with the interracial relationship. And like I say, my uncle is married to a Caucasian lady, and she been in our family. My uncle and her have been married for 25 years, and I love my aunt, even though she's Caucasian. I love her to death. I do. So, believe it or not, my dad um is also married. My dad's not married to a Caucasian. She's German, and I'm my dad's and my mom's oldest child, and my sister, my sisters and my brother, so they're mixed with German and black. So I'm the darkest that child that my dad's had he have. And my dad is, and my siblings, they are truly, they light, because my dad is a light-skinned man. He's light-skinned, and with him, with the mix of the my siblings, they made them more lighter, if you get what I'm saying. um but people people really do have a problem with it, with the mixing. They really do, which I don't think that it should be. Hey, Mama Johnny, is you through with your trip? You know you need to pull up, because you know you need to speak on this right here topic right here, sis. But again, I just feel like, I mean, I just don't understand it. I really don't. I never could grasp um people having a problem um with that, with racial relationships, because at the end of the day, it's not your relationship. It ain't you that's have to deal with the problem, because I'm sure it comes with problems. I'm about 100% it's problems. And like I said, love is love, love is blind, and we all bleed the same. Period. J-Po, why you whistling? J-Po, you mixed? Hmm. Hmm. Cause you light. You light. Since you whistling. He said you can say we all bleed the same. Then say period. We all bleed the same. Period. We all bleed the same. Because sometimes you can hear people say, "Oh, I can't stand to see no black man with no white woman. I can't stand to see no black man with no Hispanic. I can't stand to see no Hispanic with no white woman. I can't stand to see a Hispanic with no Chinese man." It does not matter. It does not matter. I'm about to hit my pig whistle. Leave the pig whistle at the door. Darn it. Leave the pig whistle at the door. But again, I mean, people have problem with the interracial relationship. But what about when you hang out? You hang out with different races. If they're gonna put a stimulation on there, they should be able to say, well, you can't hang out. You shouldn't hang out. Now you can, but you shouldn't hang out with any other race but your own race. Who made those rules up? Who made those rules up? I don't get it. Now how many I got 8 people in here already. Can have any of y'all ever looked at a interracial couple when you see them walking down the street? Can anybody admit? I can. You get them that long stare, like, I have. Can anybody else in here admit that? Can anybody else in here admit they never looked at an interracial couple when they see them? I'll wait. Now I'm doing J for I'm doing the Griffin whistle. I'll wait. I'm waiting. Mama Johnny, J4, Fresh, those who in the bushes. Have you not seen a couple and not look at them and didn't stare? I'm waiting. Let's see who gonna be truthful. J4 said I've had sexual relationship with white females and and foreign female. Okay. But okay. And I'm see how I'm gonna address you on that one. Have you been in public with them? So I'm gonna take it that you date outside your race. I know it's off topic, but I decided to share. No, it all come together. It all comes together. J4. Hey, elegant wife. Hey, love. I don't pay attention to it. Okay. First said I don't like it when I see a black man with a clear woman. Okay. All right, but I do not stay. Okay, exactly, Mama Johnny. I feel you. I've glanced too. I'll smash outside my race. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Laugh out loud. I'm sorry. I should be like that. Don't. So basically, you do stare. I mean, people do stare. Yeah, that count on J4 most definitely. It all comes back to the same thing, regardless. Whether you smash them, whether you even if you be friends with them, it all comes back to the same thing. My husband is black and dark skinned. People like what they like. Exactly. So, elegant wife, are you Caucasian, Asian? You know, I'm being honest. Miss Renee, you said to be honest. I want everyone to be honest. I don't want you to. I want you to be 100 with me. I want you to be 100. Your son is biracial. Okay, see. Okay, so with your son being biracial, and so that means I don't know if you still with your son's father or y'all still together or whatever, but so you can you can basically can understand. I mean, either y'all we gonna go a little bit off topic a little bit, but it's still surround to the fact about interracial relationship with your son being um biracial. Did he ever have problems as far as growing up um about the fact that um he's biracial? Elegant wife, okay. What Mama Johnny say? I'm neither. I'm other. So Mama Johnny, you other, meaning you're biracial too. I mean, I'm saying it gotta be a problem. It is. I'm not gonna say that. No. Let me not say that. Say problem. But yeah, I'm gonna say problem. It gotta be some type of problem somewhere. You know, Rather, Elegant Wife says, "No, we are not together. He has never saw my son except for only two." Oh, okay. I'm sorry if I end up asking a question that I shouldn't ask. Wasn't trying to get into your business like that, Elegant Wife. I was just stating. There go my sissy.
Hey, Renee.
Hey, boo.
Hi, everybody in the chat. So when I said other, you see, I don't, when you see on applications, and I've said this to people before, I always put other because you can't say when I have multiple nationalities in my family, I can't just say that I am one nationality. You see, I have French, I have Indian, I have white, I have black, I have all this mixed in my blood. So you're not going to classify me as African American. You're not going to classify me as one particular race. I am other because I have multiple in.
It's it's all together. Uh-huh. Um, Elegant Wife. Okay, and I understand what you're saying, Mama Johnny, and that's why I say it's like it just it's a problem in this world today with racial.
You know what? J4 is acting up. He said I'm being bougie today.
You know,
Oh my goodness.
J4 off the chain. He don't want anything to do with my son. I'm sorry to hear that, but he got you, and he's loved. Um,
Mhm.
thank you, Mama Johnny, and others too.
I mean, you can't classify me as this being one certain because
Huh?
when you have that multiple in you, several in you, I'm not going to
Did
say
he
that.
show you that he sent the cash out? He showed you and it said sent.
It's from Twin, the big boy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right. Um, but like I was just explaining before you had came in, Mama, I'm not I'm biracial. I have a white aunt that been in my life for years. Her and my uncle been married. But they've been married 25. I think they've been together like 27 years. I think it is.
Hmm.
So she's white, and I love my aunt.
Hmm.
I love her to death, even though she's white. And then my stepmother is German. So and I have biracial siblings. I'm
Hmm.
the only darkest one that my father had. I'm
Hmm.
his oldest child.
Hmm.
So I mean, I think we all have a little bit of different stuff in us. If we really want to do a history, look back and here, I'm sure we all got different stuff. J4, I'm no first. J4, no, she's not too. We can't check back black and oh, I know that's probably it's difficult when you fill out application. What would you put? Fresh. Others, you like Mama Johnny said you would put push others.
Hmm.
J4 said no, she's not too. J4 stupid. I can't with him. I check African American black, whichever option is there. I can't with you. J4, stop. Now, I'm trying to be serious. You
Yes, Eric. Just just check other.
yeah,
Okay.
you would check other you and mm, mm. But do you think with checking others make they might say we don't want to hire this person, but you have no other choice though. It is what it is.
I haven't had any problem with getting hard anywhere, putting that down other. So I mean, if that means that if I check other, that means me keep from getting a job, then to me, then that's considered what you would call it. Oh, what's the word? Um, got a brain freeze, but it'll come back to me.
J. Paul said, "Do y'all think by putting black, it really serves as a this disadvantage?" Um, you know what? Hmm. It
Discrimination.
could be.
That's the word I was trying to say. Discrimination. If you don't harm me because I put other down, that's discrimination.
That's definitely discrimination. That's
Mm-hmm.
most definitely is. If it make you not get the job, yeah, yeah, that's definitely discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
J folks, I feel like people going to do their research anyway. Jobs looks at social media.
Well, I mean, some people don't even have social media. Like my son, he doesn't have. He don't even get on social media at all. He don't get on. He don't have Facebook. He don't have YouTube. He has none of that. His wife is the same way. They don't get on social media.
Yeah, yeah. You discriminate. But I mean, they can't discriminate because you do put black or anything on there. Yeah, but Fresh said Fresh was saying that her um mother put her out because she her mom dated a black man, which Erica Fresh is Hispanic and black, which I knew she was something was mixed all up in there. Hey, oh excuse, hey YNFL, how you doing, love?
Hey,
Um,
why? Yeah.
I never had any problem with jobs. I'm sure. I'm sure. I don't think nobody. I hope nobody don't judge nobody by when they put on their application. I hope not. I'm saying that to say folks can put others, and if they look you up and on social media, they are going to make their own judgment by race. Yes, if that person have social media, and that's true. That's facts. That is definitely facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's yeah. I understand what he's saying. That's if they have a social media. And 9 times out of 10, they'll have you to come in for an interview because they're curious to know. You know, you put others, so they're curious to know.
To know, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. But again, I say I don't have a problem with interracial relationship. I feel so honestly, if you really, I kind of feel not. I mean, not. I wouldn't say sorry, but I do feel like society makes it a little harder for them as
Yes.
a
Well, you know, it's a lot better now. As I was coming up, it was very difficult for children that were biracial.
yeah,
Um, they got teased at school. They were talked about. You know, they would throw out names on them, half breed, and all of this. You know,
yeah,
up in that era where I seen it happen to them, but it's more. They don't do that now compared to back. You know,
back then, yeah, yeah, yeah. Had
and I
light
mean,
skinned people
I
that
don't have
we call
anything.
half breed.
I don't have anything against it. Um, Personally, I don't. It's just that you have to look at it that, and I've seen it in my family because there was a lot of interracial marriages in my family, and I've seen toward the end it was name calling. You know, the name being called out of his name or out of her name, and
Mm-hmm.
things. So if you're saying this now, you've been feeling this about me all along, but you just
All
didn't
along, yeah,
till the right
yeah,
time you decided to let it out.
yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely.
So then, if you have children and you calling me these names, would it then that would make me think? What do you think about your children?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true. Don't be telling my business, boy. I don't elegant wife. Let me ask you a question if you still in here. Are you still in here, elegant wife? Because are you still in here, elegant wife? Erica Fresh, you bro. Y'all two. I'm finna put y'all two in the corner. Them two right there, Erica Fresh and J4. I'm about to put y'all in the corner. I'm trying to see. Okay, okay. So listen. So since you got a biracial child, when you was with his father, and I'm sure y'all probably was in public. Did you feel any kind of let's say embarrassment? No, I shouldn't say embarrassment, but did you feel like people were staring at you when you guys was like out and about? Erica first said, J Boy, you said you want me to rub you. Your what?
Oh, what's going on?
I know. What is going on between y'all two? I'm just waiting on Elegant Wife to answer my question. No. So you didn't feel like, anybody was staring at you guys, you know. Because like I say again, I'm the one to admit that, I have stared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But I didn't stare enough to the point where they look at me and they see me staring at them. I don't know, it's because of a reaction thing. I wouldn't say stare. I would go, well, I would say glance. Like Mama Joni said, I would glance, but not like, just like looking in their mouth or anything like that, looking at them. But I just like I said, I'm wondering, since I mean, you answered the question because you have been into a biracial relationship. Yeah, so Jay, I hear your music.
My bad.
But I mean, like I say, some have, and I'm glad you pulled up, Jay, because um Jay I have dated um out of the race, and I don't know,
You
Jay,
said Jay what?
you have dated out of your race before.
I have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you as a person that have dated, I'm asking Elegant Wife the same question. Same question. Did you feel some type of way when you did it, or I mean, did you think about what people might think about you?
No, I don't think about what people might. I mean, I don't care what people may think about me. I did it because it's what I wanted to do. I don't see color like that. If I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. I don't care white, purple, green, blue, orange. I I don't see color.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I don't see color. Um, I don't see the color. I really don't. Sh- Eat fresh.
They keep it real because you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You getting me mixed up with your sister-in-law.
You do
I
too.
didn't. I just never have dated it out of my race. Um, and I I just never have. So I didn't have no problem with it. But no, no, I did not. You
Yes,
getting
you
me mixed
did
up with
because I say that because when you saw your ex brother-in-law's wife, you was like, ew, he could have did better than that.
I was trying to protect my sister.
Do what?
I was trying to protect my sister.
I mean, but come on though, you still, regardless if you was protecting her or not, you still showed the race card.
Did I?
You did.
Didn't mean to. Not like that anyway. I was just I was just trying to protect my sister. That's all that was. J Fo said, I want y'all two to go to the corner. Y'all two, Erica Fresh and J4. Y'all been going at each other.
No, don't send them to the corner because then we don't know what's going to be going on in that corner.
Do like the teachers used to do when you get in trouble. Get in front of the class.
Mm-mm. But the way they talking in the chat, no, they don't need to be in the corner.
I
Mm-mm.
know. Erica Fresh talking about some J4. We're in grown folks on topic right now.
Oh,
But
shit.
I waiting on Erica's wife to answer my question that I just asked. So, Mama John, you dated outside? Outside?
No, I haven't.
Will you? Will you?
No.
You know what my next question is? Oh, okay, elegant wife. I didn't see it. I'm sorry, boo. Um, Mama Johnny, why?
I feel that there's enough men that in that if I want light skinned men, we have plenty in our race. There are light skin, medium brown skin, dark skin. So I don't feel the need that I have to.
J Po tell my son, Mama Johnny, plead the fifth.
Okay, my son has spoken. I plead the fifth.
I mean, this is my thing. There's some like there's some black people that feel that they will only date um outside their race. They wouldn't date inside their race. And I never got that to understand why they would just only not they wouldn't date like a black person wouldn't date another black person. They would definitely date another race, but they wouldn't date their own race.
Right. I have nephews. I have family members that they only date. Um, excuse me. They only date Caucasian women, and their excuse and their reason is that um, black women to them is hard to get along with.
Mm, okay. Now, then see, that's the thing. See, now, J4, I need you to answer this one because J4, J4, do you only date outside of the race or you just date whoever? And elegant wife, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I mean, hey, love, always. How are you? You popped in on. I didn't even see. I just having to look. Look at how you doing. Um, elegant wife, do you just only date outside of? I mean, outside of your race, or do you just date? It doesn't matter. And Jay, I already know your answer. It doesn't matter to you either or. Erica Fresh, since you has Hispanic and black, what do you prefer? And J4. Anybody in the chat? How about that? Anybody in the chat, because it's too many on the name. But anybody in the chat, if you choose, I mean, do you choose to just, are you the type I just date outside of my race only, or I date either or yeah, those are two. Date outside my race only, or either or. Okay, so you just slid out for a second and slid back in Elegant Wife. Just try something and you just happen to get, pregnant because you tried it and now you're back. It doesn't matter to me, but I've never dated a white guy. Okay. No, but because at the end of the day, elegant, elegant wife. I don't mean to put you on the spot, sis, but I'm just saying. I'm saying because I mean you could the question that I asked you can answer because you have dated outside of the race. That's what I was saying. And so Erica Fresh, you only date you Hispanic. So you that means you could date. Do you date only black men or just Hispanic men, or you just date both? Look at my little brother trying to come up. Hey J Fo,
What's going on?
name Mitch.
Just sliding in.
Night, Jake Boy.
What's going on, Mama Joni?
Oh, I'm just being good today.
Right.
Love always said I've been married before to the same chocolate man. I love our chocolate brothers. So love always. So you just only date inside your race, just black men's only, not no other race at all. The men I've been dated have. Oh, I read that. Elegant wife says, I have dated Hispanic men when I was in my early 20s.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you slid out for a second and you slid back in. That's what I'm talking about. I understand, elegant wife. J4.
What's up, Miss Renee?
So the Caucasian ladies that you dated, did you date them or they were just bam bam, thank you, ma'am?
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. That's
Okay.
it.
It was no relationship type thing.
Nah.
But would you
Mm-mm.
have went into a relationship with them?
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I mean, it just wasn't at that level. I guess we had understanding.
Okay. Okay. But what would you prefer?
I'll prefer to date within my own race. I mean, I have my thoughts and opinions about biracial interracial couples, but I just rather date within my race.
Did you feel like it's more safer that way?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I can go into it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mother raised me, like, well, this may sound racist, but I'm definitely not racist. But my mother always instilled in my head coming up, you know what I'm saying, not to bring a white woman home because of all, like, from an optics point of view, you know what I'm saying? And you know how, like, law enforcement is, if you're caught with a white girl and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
you can face
Mm-hmm.
like stricter charges and stuff like that. So that's how I was raised, you know what I'm saying? So I guess as I became a man, you know what I'm saying, it just helped me stay, within my race as far as dating. And I mean, we have any white people in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know that sound kind of harsh, but I mean, it is what it is. That's how I was raised. But I ain't got
I
nothing
mean,
against
but then
white folks.
if there are some white people in that comment, at the end of the day, I'm sure that they can't go to their parents and say, "Oh, well, I'm dating this Hispanic or this black guy or this white girl, black girl." I'm sure that they can't because of how our society has I don't know who this is in the back, but you're gonna have to show you're gonna have to turn your camera on because I don't even know you. That's the I don't know who you is, or you can put it in the back chat who you is, but I'm not letting you up because I don't know you.
Oh
So
man, look at the back check.
I'm looking
Man,
at the back chat.
people being goofy, man.
He really, you know what that is
I
Donald
mean, I have a good idea.
because they said you let Hood dox me. The hell, I'm taking your page.
Oh.
They so lucky. They lucky that my wife is on this thing because I will go ham. You already know it, J4, Mama Johnny. Y'all already know how I do it, but I ain't gonna do it.
Mm-mm.
I ain't gonna do it.
But you know what, J4, and that's where you see you got the reason why I'm the way I am, and I said the same thing to my son, is because you got to remember when you were grew up in the 60s and 50s and the 60s, all of that went on back then. Um,
Yeah,
you talk to your sons, and my mom had the same talk with my brothers, stating that, if something happened, they're gonna throw the book at you. They're gonna throw the whole court building and everything else at you.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
I, and see, this is the thing with me and Jay. We raising a son,
Hmm.
and I don't want to say to him, no, I don't want you to date such and such. I don't want to put that on him. But at the same time, that is a conversation that we need to have with him because of what could happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right, because the law is more stricter on us than it is them.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
And
most
and
definitely.
he called himself had a little girlfriend, and I think she was Hispanic, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was Hispanic. But at the same time, we haven't yet had that talk with him, which is a good thing. I'm glad I brought this up, which we need to talk to him about those type of things that could happen as he get older. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Miss Renee, and it's important that whenever you do have that talk, I mean, I have to have that talk one day with my son, but it's a very sensitive conversation you have to have because you have to make sure you don't stress, like it's okay to be racist or anything like that. You have to break it down to where they can understand and don't look at it as discriminating against a race. You know what I'm saying? But just tell them that all the like negative things that can possibly come from dating outside of your race, and the possibility, like if you do get jammed up with law enforcement in the court and stuff like that.
You can't flat me, you weak ass nigga. I'm not even demonetized yet.
Miss Renee,
Oh
don't
well.
even worry about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't even entertain it.
Just let them do what they do.
Bitch,
But
send it 20 motherfucking flags.
I see that's what I knew. I knew. See that I knew it. Jay, don't worry about him. He a troll. Don't get your blood pressure up, boo. He a troll. You gotta learn. That's why she don't be on it. Because she was I told y'all. But anyway, it's a troll. I'm
Hold on,
not
Miss Renee.
finna.
Let me answer E Fresh question because she's
Okay.
trying to start something. I did mention earlier that I do have like Indian and white, Caucasian in my family, but deeper down, like my grandparents and stuff like that, great grandparents.
Yeah,
But
I
I
mean
think she
that's
was
where the
trying to
light
be
skin
funny.
come from.
Yeah,
Yeah, because people have like Indian or something, or somewhere down the line somewhere, someone white or a different race in the bloodline, and that's where the light skin is come from. Mm-hmm. Because my father has his great grandma um is white, and
But
he
but
got
just
my
to
he's light skinned with freckles.
yeah, but to make a point, even though I do have that, in my bloodline, if I'm arrested or in the courts, you know what I'm saying, I'm viewed as a African American. So
Mm-hmm.
that stuff don't
Mm-hmm.
even matter to them.
It don't. It don't. It really don't. And that's the sad thing. Hey, fair weather friend. Thank you, love. You finally caught me. You finally caught me on the live. But yeah, that's where the light skinnedness come in, because somewhere down that line you have either a white or however Indian or something like that in your family, and that's how we perform the light skin. Hmm.
Yeah.
But again, like I was saying, I'm gonna have that talk with him, because well, we are going to have a talk with our son, because he is getting, this year he'll be 13 years old, and he needs to know exactly um what's going on as he get older and stepping into this world,
Right.
you
And
know,
Miss
and
Renee, I just want to say this as well. Like I can tell my son that all day long, as he coming up. But if he does decide to bring, someone home, of that race, I can't do anything but accept it. I'm
right,
not going
right,
to, yeah, I'm not going to speak negatively on him or that person, you know. I just want him to make sure how it looks from an optics standpoint, and the backlash he may
What?
face, you know what I'm saying? But that's totally
right.
up to him if he choose to do that. I'm going to support it.
And I mean, I think Jay asked our son, um do he like Caucasian girls, or I think he said he what did he say, Jay? I think he said um I don't think he said that he like I think he said he like any girl. That's what he said. I think that's what he said. That he likes, any girl. And at that point I'm taking it that he don't care what color they are. But we shall see, as he get older. Um like 16, he come home and say he got a girlfriend and this is his girlfriend. I'm not gonna tell him that he can't. I'm
Right.
just I'm have to, he that's something that he's gonna have to learn. But as a parent, I do want to shelter him, because I know what this world will bring him.
Yeah, and that's totally understandable.
I mean, because I would hate to like bring the race card out, but which is the race card is a reality.
Yes, yes, you cannot ignore that.
Well, okay, fair weather friend. But yeah, I just I don't know.
Man, I'm rude. I don't think I spoke to Jay. What's going on, Jay?
Nothing much. Just sitting up here chilling.
Yeah, it's cool to meet you. Cool to
Nice to
meet
meet
you.
you too.
Look, I be giving Miss Renee problems from time to time, but at the end of the day, it's all love. I just be over here to have a good time. So
Yes, he does. He keeps the chat going. He keeps
It's
it.
yeah,
good. It's good. It's good. I hear y'all sometime. And sometimes I just get up and close the bedroom door because she be loud.
Yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to say it's all love though. I like coming over to this channel. You know,
I do too. I do.
not time. There's a few times Miss Renee she'll be want to entertain that virtual beef stuff, but I be trying to speak some sense into her brain so she won't
I mean,
entertain this stuff.
shit, I've been trying to speak it to her for 20 years. Good luck. Fuck.
Because Miss Renee be having some good content over here. I mean, including this live.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
Yeah.
every now and then she'll venture off, and entertain that BS.
That's
Just
why
like
I
I
don't
be.
ever get on here because I don't do drama and I'm a hothead.
Yeah.
So I mean, I take therapy for that because I'm the type of person, if you standing in front of me and you want to start an argument, I don't argue, I hit.
And you can't hit nobody through this internet. So
So
I
I
so I feel
just
you.
I just don't get on because it'll make me want to go through the phone. So I just, just sit back and chill. I mean, I'm trying to get better though. I mean, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
say I'm trying to get better. I'm better because, well, I'm gonna say I'm better a little bit because whoever that person is on that other, whatever that is, I just cussed them out so bad.
She sure did.
On that, whatever that is on the other side, I'm learning how to work this thing. But whoever that is on the chat thing or whatever,
That's the back. That's the backstage. The people in the chat can't see what he said. Only us, the one that's on the panel, can see. He came up from the
oh, okay, well, I just gave him the business.
panel.
I just told him, fuck you and check that email.
Yeah, you sound like my daughter.
And I said, this ain't motherfucking Miss Renee. I'm Jay. Step to me.
She crazy, y'all. I tell you, that's why I'm glad she don't be on here. Cause
Mm,
see, she don't she wouldn't learn the she,
So I'm just trying to be a better person because this 2023, I'm trying to do shit. I'm trying to make some money moves.
Hey, I ain't
I ain't
mad
got
at you.
time.
mad at you for that. Mm-mm.
I ain't got time for none of that right there. So I just try to, sit back and just watch stuff and stay out of trouble because I ain't with that. But I did ask him, are you worrying about being doxxed? What you trying to hide? You mad because somebody looked at your background? Go check mine out.
I I didn't dox him. He wasn't talking about me though. He talking about
Oh,
somebody. He was talking about somebody else doxing him. It wasn't me that doxed him. He was. He not gonna do nothing. I'm not even monetized. I can't even get flagged, so it don't even matter. I mean, I could get flagged, but not like that. I ain't monetized yet. But see, that's why I say she. I'm glad she don't be on because honey, she go ham. She would go ham, and she wouldn't understand the stuff that would go on.
Mm-mm.
I'm about to go. See, there you go. For to go lose some money, Erica Fresh. There you go. Going to the casino. But if you win big, don't forget to cash out me.
Renee, you retarded.
All right, E Fresh, go win us some money.
That's right. Go win us some money. You heard what J4 said, Erica Fresh.
Where she live at?
I don't know what she fit said. She fit go to the casino.
I mean, I'm saying the casino. She ain't in Vegas, is she?
No, babe, casinos everywhere. I mean, and a lot of places just ain't on our end no more. Had the people did right, we probably still had our been able to have our machine.
Mm-mm.
She said, "Nah, I'm winning, and yes, I'll cash app y'all."
All right, we gonna hold you there, E Fresh.
Exactly. We're gonna hold you to that. I'm looking to get me a cash app. We speaking on big on you.
See, Fresh and got them taxes, and now she about to go spend them all at the casino.
What's that? She don't got the tax money. She finna
Yeah,
go
she got
blow
that
it up.
tax money. Yeah.
Hey, Lord, welcome, sweetie. She said bet, y'all. She said bet. But yes, honey. But I don't want to be. Now I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here though. I'm gonna say this. I have thought about dating outside one point. I just
At what point? At what
Oh
point?
shit.
Uh-oh.
I'm not this
I
point
wanna-
right here. I'm talking about
Now
back
look here,
way,
Miss
way, way
Renee.
back then,
You can't
all
be
the way
causing
back.
you can't be causing any problems in your household, you know, on this YouTube stuff. It's not that serious now. So you
No,
ain't gotta
I'm
be up
talking
here
about way
volunteering
before I had met
information
her.
now.
But you didn't say that. You say you have thought about it at one point, and I want to know what point that was.
I'm trying to clear it up right now.
Ooh.
This is way before I got into a relationship with you. Way before I got in a relationship with you.
Okay. Well, you should have
Yeah.
said, well, before I got in a relationship with Jay, I thought about it. You better fix that shit.
Oh. Ooh.
John, y'all see what I gotta deal with?
Yeah, I'm like her now. Should have made it more clearer than the way you said it.
Yeah, I'm in J corner on this one.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
am too now. Because it sounded like it was,
It didn't it sound like she was saying it like it was recent?
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of got that.
Miss
Yeah,
Renee, you
how
need
can
to
it be
clean that one
recent?
up.
You better get like Betty Wright, Blake, clean up woman.
Oh, y'all can help me get out this mess.
Oh,
Hell
no.
nah.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, y'all ain't trying to help me. Y'all trying. Elegant wife, I know you will help me. Elegant wife, I know you in the bushes. Help me out of this one. Jay trying to
Miss
put me
Renee,
in like I don't say something now.
you ran out of lifelines, Miss Renee. You got to do this one on your own. Jay sitting over there waiting too. You think she playing?
Nah, that shit. I just told her it was way.
But
Yeah.
you talking too
Before I met
fast.
her. I'm clearing that up right now.
You talking too fast.
Yeah, that's what that is. I forgot you was. For a moment I forgot you was on the panel. So
Ooh.
Oh, so maybe I need
Oh,
to be on here
Oh
quite
man.
often.
yeah, Jay, you need to come on more often. Yes.
Oh yeah. Maybe I need to be on here a little more often.
Jay, don't start there. Won't be no. See what you done did, Jay?
Oh, that's
No, you
Jay
can't
boy.
blame me. Don't put this on me, Miss Renee.
Trying to get somebody in trouble.
Mm-mm.
Now see, now I really know. I ain't trying to go nowhere. I ain't trying to mess with nobody outside my race ever in life.
Yeah, she must have heard Betty Wright. Betty Wright.
Yeah, she cleaned that one up, huh?
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I gotta make it clear. Cause one mistake. She don't play no games, man. Good thing I had y'all as my witness. Then I had to clear it up.
Mm-hmm. She was glad we was here with her witness too.
Miss Renee, how much longer you gonna be live?
Renee,
Huh?
he said, how much more longer you gonna be live?
Who said that?
I did.
It varies. It depends on how it's up and down. Wow, what's up, J4?
Nah, I need to jump down real quick, and I was gonna come back up about 5, 10 minutes if
Oh,
you
okay.
still on.
Oh yeah,
All right then.
I'll still be
All
on.
right, I'm gonna come back up.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. Mama Johnny.
Yes,
Sit
ma'am.
now. You probably been on my side since you probably been sticking up for me.
Well, I was until you went left, and then I had to go over there to Jay's side because you definitely. I'm like, wait a minute now. I done drifted on over here to Jay now. I'm like, no. I'm hearing this, but it's good to have a good laugh. I like this instead of being, at each other. That's why I say I like Renee's page. You come over here, you can just laugh, chill out, shoot, have fun. I
Yeah.
almost missed your live. I mean, I was in there cooking, and I said, I guess I'll fix me a chest cake for dessert. So I had to set my stuff out, and I was charging up my equipment. I got 1,500 of them over here. I got TV, iPhones, all this going on. I said, let me see what's going on today. And I looked up, and normally I get a notification when you go live. I didn't get one this time.
That's what some people say they don't never they put the notification on, but it don't never pop up.
Yeah, yours will pop up, but for some reason it didn't this time though. I just happened to thumb through and see you was live. Yeah.
I had told y'all I said I was gonna go in on at 3, but I had changed my mind. So I go at 3:35.
Mm-hmm. Okay, because I know the trolling dolls are going live at 5, and they was gonna
At
go.
5 o'clock.
Yeah,
See,
they was gonna go at 2. Then she changed it to 5. So I said, okay, then let me get my things here together. Just happened to see you was live, so let me jump in here real quick.
cause yeah, I'm gonna have to show Jay how to work around YouTube in these YouTube streets. But then again, I might not teach her how to walk around these YouTube streets, cause she hot headed.
Well, sometimes you just get on here. Sometimes you have to address certain things, and then sometimes you just scroll on through. Like, you know what? I'm not going to entertain this mess.
Entertaining, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yep, that's exactly true. Hmm. Anyway, she getting ready to get off from work.
Oh, okay.
On my way out the door now. My sister just came in here.
All right. How's your
Yeah,
weather
yeah.
there, Renee? Is it? We got like it's 52 here.
It's sunny. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice here.
Because we've been the high like 28 and 29, and so today it warmed up to 50. Sun is shining, so it's a pretty nice day today.
Oh well, that we always up in the 50s. Sometimes it get low. But we normally in the 50s and 60s. Hey, this week here, they said it's gonna be we're gonna be in the 70s for 3 days.
Mmm, beautiful weather.
So it's this weather right here tricky. You don't know what you're gonna get. And sometimes it's been on say it's gonna be like 40 something degree. Next thing you know, it's like 65.
Well,
No,
if it
this you can't. This weather is crazy.
Well, if it gets 70 here in the wintertime, these niggas will lose their mind. Girl, they'll pop out barbecue grills, have on wife beaters, have on flip flops, shorts, and all kind of stuff. And it's winter.
No.
I said, and when I look at them, I said, it may be warm, but this is winter. This is not summer 70. It's a winter 70. It's a different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
They
know how that could
I'd
be.
look, they'd be outside having cookouts and carrying on. It got 70 here in the winter. Ooh, wee. Uh, I think next Sunday,
This Jay right here.
next Sunday, Super Bowl.
I think next Sunday is Super Bowl. Yeah.
Mm, see a lot of people watching.
Jay, you need to put your phone on mute. She got them coins up there. She probably sitting in her office. But yeah, yeah, Super Bowl gonna be next week.
Uh-huh.
So I know for sure I'm not gonna be on.
I know a lot of people are going to be around preparing for the game that is.
Yeah,
My son, he used to throw Super Bowl parties at his house, and if you was for his team, jerseys and things, for you to put on, you know, and they had the house decorated for their team, their colors, and all. Be really nice.
yeah. Like my house is divided right now because she like the Dallas Cowboys,
Hmm.
and um I'm 49ers. I'm 49ers. Jay, she don't walk away up from her phone, not putting it on mute. Yeah, everybody done jumped out the ain't nobody in here but just us three. Well,
I
two
see.
people in
Hmm.
the chat. Well, I don't know. Oh, you said it going on at 5 o'clock.
Going on at 5. Hmm.
Let me I'm gonna keep an eye on it because gotta support them. Or they support me all the time. Make sure
Yeah,
they
I
probably
got
home.
I got my membership over Don's channel last night, and
You did.
yeah,
Oh yeah, you sure did. Yeah, you did.
that's why I said wait till everybody else gets monetized so I can get my membership and throw them a head banger on. I always try to say,
Oh no, they going on at 6 o'clock.
oh, she didn't change it. Yeah.
Yeah, she got it up here for 6.
Oh, okay. 'Cause 5.
That's what I said. It said live in 60 minutes. Well, that because their time is different. That's why.
Sure is.
So,
We're on St. Louis and Indiana time
yeah.
on 4, so it's already what
All
hour.
right. You a mess.
Jay, put your phone on mute while you talking to them.
Girl, I'm walking out the door. I ain't putting it on shit because I'm gone. Yes, ma'am. You come back tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the morning. I'm gone. You talking about put something on mute. For what?
you out, you out the door.
I'm out the door. At here at my car.
All right. I should have went and washed my car today and get all that salt off there. I'll do it in the morning. I still don't feel like pulling it out today.
Y'all had some snow.
Well, when we had the ice real bad, the kids were back to school for 2 days, and they finally went back to school Thursday and Friday. All that salt and stuff was down. The ice just finished melting yesterday, so I don't like salt on my car. I was going to do it today. I said, well, I don't even feel like going out there. I'll do it in the morning, run it through. The kid's daddy paid for me a whole year to get my car washed, so I'll run it through there.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
miss the snowy days.
Uh, we didn't have uh, more little snow and ice than they normally do. But like I told them, as I was coming up, it used to snow all the time. And it was so pretty. My grandmother used to get out there and collect the fresh snow. She'd have a thing out there and she'll collect the snow. And she would make snow ice cream.
Out the snow?
Yes, coming down back then. That's where they started putting all these chemicals allegedly in the air and stuff. But she used to collect it and make snow ice cream. And back then we had a backyard was all fenced in. We didn't worry about nobody coming in your yard stealing anything. We would sit. Look, outside was considered the deep freezer. My mother them they would stick bottles of pop and stuff like that in the snow to keep it cold. And they milk all kind of stuff out there. Uh huh.
That's the best. Best ice cream cone. Ice cone and that you can have.
Yeah. They just the kids don't even know a lot of that stuff we had coming up. Our microwave was the oven of the stove. It microwave what they got now. I said they'd be lost if they took they did away with microwaves. They wouldn't know well how we got to warm up our food. Shoot, we'll do like we did back in it was coming up. We had the oven. We warmed our food up on the stove. We didn't have nothing to warm it up. That's what warmed our food up. And then if you had a gas stove, well back then you did. The pilot light kept everything warm on the top of the stove anyway.
Uh huh. Uh huh. You remember the back in the day, them iron, like you said, the iron stove.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my lord! You did everything with the iron stove.
Shoot, what you say? Yep. Remember my grandmother them, mother them, they used to put that big thing of wood in them stoves and they had cook on them. Them kids don't know nothing about that stuff. Yep.
So though, cause my grandma had one.
Yeah. And before we even had furnaces and stuff, they would come and deliver coal to the house. And they had coal chutes on the side of the house where the coal would come down and you had to feed that coal to keep that heat going in the house. Kids don't know nothing about that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Back in
They
the
when they
older days,
came out with the what them the ones that kerosene heaters.
kerosene lamps. I listen. I still keep one of them around the house to this day and have
I
kerosene.
got one too.
What you say? That's what they use when you listen. These look, I I try to keep a lot of old school stuff around here.
Cause when that on rainy day, you ain't have to worry about nothing, worry about anything trying to go out, cause you already.
Girl, my grandmother used to say, "You got any bobby pins in your head? Pull that out." We had to go through the house and unplug stuff because like that strike and made strike and hit and cause a fire and stuff. She would have us unplugging all kind of stuff and sit down and be still because the Lord is doing His work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Light sound good.
they don't know nothing about that.
I know they sure don't. Shoot, we would be quiet as church mouse. Hmm.
You tell my kids to sit down and let the Lord do his work, you might well be saying, get up.
You ain't lying. Don't be cutting off no TV. They still watching TV. It pouring down thunder and light. Y'all better cut that TV off.
I had a and it was thunder and lightning one bit, and I didn't even have the TV on, and the lightning came through and struck, and it did. You seen the sparks? It blew out my TV. We had just bought that flat screen TV, and it blew my TV out, and we didn't even have it on.
Wow.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Honey,
Now
those were the days. Those were the days.
right? You know that if lightning could come and strike and knock out generators and shoot,
Lightning don't see nothing. It just it do what it do.
that's right.
It
Got that right.
do what it do. Mm-hmm. Oh my lord. Mm-hmm.
And then on when it was school night, we had to be in the bed by 8:30. So especially on Sunday, the weekend coming up. and we hurry up and be the first one in there because we know if we get our bath done, we have more time to sit up and watch TV. Felt sorry for the last one because they when they got out of the tub, they had to go from the tub from out the bathroom straight to bed. My mother didn't play. 8:30 was bedtime when we was coming up.
And it's like that with mine, except for my 13-year-old, he go to bed at 10.
You're right. Now when you a little older, it would be like 9. Better be in that bed, no by 10. Getting ready to get in that bed, but 9:30 be in it. I don't care. 10 o'clock, TV lights off.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Renee, y'all hold on. I'm finna see how much it costs for my brakes.
Oh, okay. My ignition, for some odd reason, I don't know. I got to get my car fixed. My ignition,
Mm-hmm.
because I put my key in and it won't start my car, and you got to push the key inside, and I thought I must have did something.
Mm. Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna be rolling her car.
But on Sundays, my mother, she always set us down and we had like school time on Sunday evening. That was school time. And she would have us to go over all of our schoolwork that we had during the week and, refresh your mind of what you had in school for that week. And we had to read to her, we had to write, we had to, she made it problems. She did all of that with us.
Well, I know back in the day we used my mom. We used to have to do we had to read the Bible.
Hmm. Yeah, and some people, yeah, they would sit up and do that on Sundays. Of course, we was in church we would get up, my grandmother get us up, fix us breakfast, we get ready for Sunday school, we be in church, we come home, we ate Sunday dinner, we went back to church on Sunday evening. About that time, you really didn't have too much other than mama would go over with us, our schoolwork and doing the whole, what we had last week to refresh our minds of what we went over, so we wouldn't forget or anything. But we was mostly in church all day on Sundays and things.
And that's what I'm saying. The old school ways was, as you get older, you realize that it really wasn't all that bad,
Oh,
because of the things that you have learned, you know.
mm-hmm. As we was coming up, we thought it was like bad. Dang, I gotta go to church. Dang, I gotta sit in church all day and stuff. But you
Hmm.
look back at that, you appreciated that because a lot of them we didn't stay in trouble back then the way these kids do now. No. Mm-mm.
These kids stay in more. I mean, it's like they don't got. They just don't have. It's like they don't have nothing to do. I don't know if because they don't have um enough. How can I say it? Enough places for them, things for them to do.
Right, because we coming up, we had all kind of community centers, and
Right.
we had just it was just different things for us to do. The summertime, the playgrounds back then, I don't know what they called it where you are from, but we had the NYC program, summer program with kids, teenagers, like you can get a job. You had to be 14
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
work and do
Yeah.
whatever. And then they had like playgrounds that was affiliated with the NYC, and kids would be on the playground doing crafts, learning games, just having big fun during the day. And the parents knew where they were at that time
Uh-huh.
because they was on the playground and they were being supervised because the NYC youth workers and supervisors was there on the playground, supervising. And it was always nice because they would make arts and crafts and they were able to take them home and show what they did all week long. And we went to vacation Bible school. We all
Yeah.
went to vacation Bible school. um, they would have a certain time, so many, what, think like 6 weeks or 8 weeks of vacation Bible school, so we would go there.
They don't have none of that
That-
programs and stuff like that no more.
mm-mm.
It's just crazy. Time changing was changed so bad to it didn't change for the good. It changed for the worse.
I just seen on YouTube and kind of struck me, but I'm not surprised because one of my friends sent it to me where allegedly that Bill Gates now is looking into seeing though the price of eggs are going up, steady going up. He has now invested in synthetic eggs,
Since that, what is that? What?
artificial eggs.
Oh, yeah, the artificial is that the creamy whipped egg, ain't it?
It's like it's just it's sort of like it almost will remind you of an egg, but it's not really a real egg because
Mm-hmm.
the way it's going now with the chickens, they're not, you're feeding them, but they're not laying eggs fast enough. And then plus, many of them, they killing chickens as far as for the chicken demand supply, but it's like they're not. So he done came up and invested. It's supposed to be some kind of synthetic egg now. I don't want no synthetic nothing. If it's not real,
Me either.
because I tell you what, I know that you use eggs in cooking and everything, but there's uh, substitutes that you can use in place of eggs. So
Right.
I'll get myself prepared now because I'm not eating those synthetic eggs. But
And
then,
you see how they making the chicken. The chicken are so big. Then no, I take that back. Lately, the chicken are real. They smaller than the number size that they would put out.
after a while, who to say they may be selling us pigeons.
You about probably might be right, Mama Johnny.
Shoot, because you know what.
The way they going.
Well, you know what a regular chicken look like. I mean, we used to raise chickens and stuff. Used to make me mad. We have our chickens. We have them from name. They was our pets. We remember they was little chicks and they didn't grew on.
Right.
And then next thing you know, my grandmother say, go on out there and grab me one of them chickens. Well, we do here. Oh well, there go Henry. He's going for Sunday dinner. She get out there, had that big old pot boiling on the stove, and she get out there and they take and bring them chickens' necks and chop them off, and then they take them and drench them in that hot boiling water on the stove, get the feathers off of there.
You right.
I said, well, there go Henry. Nice
Okay.
Okay, y'all, I'm back.
Okay.
shoot.
We say here he finna be eating today.
Yeah, well, Henry, it was nice knowing you. Shoot.
Mm.
But yep.
I mean, I do. I just wish we go back to the olden days and the olden ways. And now I see why your grandparents are the way they was because of how shit is. Now
Hmm.
shit is just way worse. I'm telling you, it's just way worse. Kids are out of control. Out of control. All they think about is guns, then and all this, and taking people's lives and proving that you this person, and it's just crazy.
Well, they want to, present themselves as being Billy badasses until they get behind them walls. Then it's a whole total different situation.
Yeah, that's when they want to call on mom and daddy.
Hmm. I had one to call me a relative to call me a jail call. I had never asked. I said, "Oh, so now, what made you call me?" Well, I hadn't talked to you. I said, "Well, you weren't talking to me when you was out there on the streets, but now you want to call me to talk to me now?"
Now that you locked up, yeah, they want to talk to everybody when they
Hmm.
get locked up. I
Hmm.
wasn't talking to you when they before they got locked up, but now they locked up. They want to talk to you. What we got to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I love you, but listen here, shoot, you got yourself in this situation. You didn't talk to me then. Had you been sitting around talking to me, maybe I could have got something through to you that you would think twice. Now you in there really thinking about you missing mama, you missing everybody, you missing the food, you missing this and that and other. Cause see, when you was out here, could nobody tell you nothing, but you gotta listen to them inside them walls, don't you? When you get up, what time they wake you,
What?
make you eat, go eat, and going out in the yard and all of that. But couldn't nobody tell you none of that when you was out. You had your freedom. Now
Yeah.
you're there and you don't have your freedom. You have to listen to them.
You
Yeah.
don't have to. Your ass go to lock up.
There you go, and that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you in jail inside of jail.
Yes. Yes.
But these kids don't think about that these days.
No, they
They
think
don't.
about after they give it. I shouldn't have did this, man. If only I had did this, or if I had did that. Well, it's too late.
It's too late.
Medical
It's too
associates.
late. It's too late. So now you got to pay the consequences of what you don't did when
Mm-hmm.
you didn't have to even do that crazy mess.
But then, then you look at them. Well, it was me, it was so and so and so and so. No, now you want to shift the blame on somebody else. You don't want to take the downfall. You just want to shift it some kind of way on somebody else. When in reality, you could have walked away.
Yeah, you right.
I'm not going to entertain this. Call me weak or whatever. If you value your freedom. But some of them don't care and they get behind and they going in there so young too, like at 18 and 19 years old. And you in there with some hardcores in there.
And they ain't gonna be soft on. I mean, they ain't gonna be all lovey dovey for you.
Mm-mm.
You gotta deal with whatever they dish out in there, cause you in a whole different type of world.
And there you
That's
go.
just the bottom line. You gotta deal with whatever they're gonna come your way.
Exactly. You go in there as James, but you may come out there as James Etta. I'm just saying.
Uh, and that's how it be. That's how it be.
And then
But y'all,
some of them go in there and really actually go in there and they utilize their time of going to school and getting their degrees and stuff like that. That's good if you in there using that to get degrees, because I've seen them come out of there. They come out being barbers and hairstylists and stuff like that because they didn't got their degrees license in there, and that's good if you come out and utilize that time in there.
mm-hmm.
A lot of them learned that law library. They learned the law. It's sad that it take you to sit down for a minute to actually learn the laws, the ins and outs. But
Right.
hmm and then some of them come out being very religious.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you got all that time in there. You ain't got no trouble. But then use it wise. But then they still go in there, want to gang bang and want
hmm
to do this and
But
still want to take people lives and.
yeah, but they learn.
But see, they increasing their time more. It don't matter what you going. You go in front of a judge. They probably gonna give you um damn near 15 years, 10 to 15 years just for stealing a candy bar out of a store. So that should tell you right then. Say, nah, I don't want to go and take my freedom away from me like that. Cause they sucking the time to them like no other.
And they tell them when they get released out of there, oh, you'll be back within 5 years. They look for you to be back in there within 5 years.
Shit.
Yep. Within 5 years, they'll look at you coming back in there. Because some of them will get out and they ain't gonna be out no more than a couple of months or maybe a month. And they back in there. That's why they said within them 5 years, as if you make it to 5 years, you'll be back in here.
I
And
wouldn't wanna. I
and
wouldn't want to prove that to nobody.
right,
Nobody.
you get some of them to start getting institutionalized, and they don't
Yeah.
nothing but to, to go back in there. Well, at that point, I just look at him and say, well, you must got a girlfriend in there because you want to keep going back. You must be missing a girlfriend in there, boyfriend in that shit now. Come on.
and,
It's
and
like,
that much loving for me to want to go back in there and sit in there
yeah,
because you don't got that long time. And I'm finna go sit. You think I'm finna go sit in there with you? No, I'm not.
I know, like the kid's daddy, when he went in there last time, well, he got his, record expunged now. But the judge looked at him, he said, wow. He said, you've been out 21 years. And he said, yeah. And he said that, but he said, that's good. He said, he said, I don't have no intention of never going back. I'm just want to get this off because it keeps me from getting certain things. Now that his record is closed, they can't pull it up. Can't nobody pull nothing up on here. Police
That's
can't say
good.
where it's closed though, because it was stopping him from getting apartments and different jobs and stuff. Now, when once it's expunged, they can't see none of that no more. It's like you got a clean record. But he been out 22 years now. Got a good job and everything. Hmm.
That's a blessing. That is a blessing.
Yep.
But I do feel like, some people they try to get out, they get out and try to do right. But, with all this background check and then nobody don't want to get on no job because they do the background checking and it's
Mm.
not good for them.
Yeah.
They and so it discouraged them. So they're like, well, sure, I can't get no job. I can't do this. I can't do that because they're not trying to work with me. So I'm just gonna go back to doing what I know. No, you just got to keep trying harder. You just don't go backwards.
There was a guy. There's a guy in Indianapolis. He owns his. He has a restaurant, and he doesn't hire anybody but offenders to give them a second start.
Oh, that them the only ones he doing that been to prison. Now that's good.
Yes, he does.
We need more like that.
Mm,
So the ones that do come out, they can get out here and try to work
mm,
and get themselves together. See now
right.
that I like that.
Yes, and he even
That's
bought
nice.
a couple houses, for him, as far as he picks up, and they can live there until they get themselves together. They pay a little rent and stuff because he knows that it's hard for them to get housing. And
Mm-hmm.
so,
Mm-hmm.
and I like that because he's helping them to get back up on their feet and get back into the society of way things is.
Right.
Yeah. He's got it's a waffle house, it's a restaurant, and that's what he does. He hires, ex-felons and stuff. And a lot of them, they thank him for that. Because a lot of them
See,
have children and stuff, and they got to pay child support, and make them get out here and nobody hire them. Then it make them get out here and want to do wrong again and end up back in
What
there.
man at?
yeah. Yeah.
And see, that's another thing. You put them out here, and
You
there
say he gone?
it's nothing out here for them. What are you giving to help them to get back up on their feet? You just throwing them back out here.
Throwing back out here. Mm-hmm. They give you a bus ticket to wherever you gotta go, and then that you on your own. You stuck
Yeah,
wherever you ain't got no more families or
Huh?
anything like that.
right,
You stuck.
right, right.
So and people and I and like I said, I really do. I get it. There's some that do want to come out and try and do what they supposed to do. And
Hmm.
like I said again, I'm not gonna say they got to do it just because the society let them down that they should let themselves down. But I mean, I get it that it's hard
Hmm.
and because nobody's not allowing them to. So I mean, it
Yeah,
works in
he
so many
told me.
ways.
Hmm. I
I
know
said he told me.
another guy. He done got out, and he went on and got his CDL license, and now he's a truck driver, and he loves.
See,
He turned his life around. He didn't got married and everything, and he's a truck driver, and he loves it. He said, "I'll never go back." He said that it taught me, it learned me.
Yeah, it takes some one time and that be that.
Mm-hmm.
It's one time to go into prison and sit behind them walls and experience. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm truly I've never been to prison, so I don't know. But it probably could, traumatize you
Yeah.
um when you go in there, because
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what you're going in and you what you gonna see. And some, like, some people go in for, crazy stuff, and then there's some that go in for high crime. But then when you get in there, it's like your whole life turns around
Mm-hmm.
and you become a different person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing for me, because I'm like, I know these people try hard. There's some that try real hard, but then you got those ones that just don't give a darn.
Right. Yep.
Cause they will go get out and do the same old thing that you ain't supposed to do. They're gonna put you right back in the same situation you don't been in, and there you go doing the same old mess.
Mm-hmm.
Now them the ones that you just can't help. They just keep in and out, in and out. Them the ones you just can't help. You just gotta just take your hand off of them and be like, okay, you're gonna learn on your own.
And
That's
don't
just
some
it.
of them, don't they have that three strike law?
Yeah.
I was gonna say. Okay.
I think the three strike law, I'm not for sure, but I think that three strike law is you do the same crime.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same crime, or yeah, it got to be the same crime.
Oh, okay.
You get three strikes on the same one.
Mm.
So mm-mm. And I guess they try to protect the ones that comes out and sell drugs, and you know what I'm saying.
Hmm. And drugs ain't it now. I don't even, like I said. d- Mm. Mm-mm.
It's crazy,
Yeah,
sis.
it
It's crazy.
really is.
And it's like they're getting younger and younger.
And and they don't care. I mean, they just like, shoot, it's easy, fast money. It's easy, fast money, but you better, are you ready to do that time?
That's the thing. They gotta know when you out here doing what you doing, robbing banks, selling drugs or whatever. It's always a price behind it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for the moment.
Yeah.
It's good for the moment, but you gotta realize it's a price behind anything that you do. You think you're not gonna do what you're supposed to do once you get caught? And see, they don't think about that. What if I get caught? What's gonna happen to me? What is going to happen to my mom? What's going to happen to my kids
Mm-hmm.
if I, continue to do this right here, to continue to go to prison, go to jail, sit in the jail all the time? I mean, they don't think. They live for the moment.
Mm.
And that's the sad thing. You can't live, you got to think about things that I mean, anything that you do in life that is wrong, you got to remember it's always consequences with that. I don't care how you look at it. It's consequences with it. If you sell drugs, it's consequences. With drugs, you only got two-way. It's a two-way street. No, I take that back. Not two-way, well, it's three-way street. Either you going to jail, or to uh going to jail, you gonna meet the ground. Simple as that. Hey
And,
J Ford.
and then,
What's up?
and the thing about it is, they be out here doing all of that, and then you making all this money, you putting it into these cars and clothes and all of this. But then again, when that time come, and you should be taking out some type of insurance policy on yourself in the event if you in that life in that game. You ought to have
Yeah.
something. Your family wouldn't have to have a hardship of trying to put you to bury you.
And that's what it is. They don't think about saving. I mean, you don't think about you. So you sitting up here, you knowing that you selling drugs, and you might go to prison. So you're not gonna go and attain you a lawyer. You're not gonna put no money aside. You know exactly what you're doing. They're
Mm-hmm.
not thinking. They're just doing it. J. Paul, have you ever been to prison?
Nah, I ain't never been to prison, but I want to touch on what y'all was just talking about. Like around where I stay at, time after time, I see people, that passed that was in that life, but their family out selling food plates and washing cars, to come up with the burial money because they
Okay.
didn't have any
Yeah.
life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Instead of paying in life insurance, you don't have all this money. You won't pay no life insurance. You don't try to get you no life insurance. You don't try to get you no lawyer because then the parents have to sell their house. I mean, put their houses up, and then you get out here and you still mess up, and then the parents end up losing the house. It just they're not thinking. They're just thinking about the fast money, but it's a price to it. It's a price
Right.
to it. And if you don't think about those things, then what the purpose of you even trying to say? Now, I don't get me wrong. I don't stop. Stop. Don't want to stop anybody hustle. Don't get me wrong. I don't. But at the same time, think about what you're doing.
That's fact.
That's
It,
true.
it, because it's something. It is very serious, and they don't understand. When you get locked up, it be your family. They have to deal with the bull that you don't put yourself in, and but they gotta put themselves in the hole to try to keep you from going to prison. And which 9 times out of 10, you probably gonna end up going still. So they mean they don't want to pawn, don't want to put the house up, don't empty the bank account out for something that you end up going to jail because you don't been going to jail back and forth. So they tired. So now the judge want to lay you down. Then you get back out. Now your mom don't lost her house. Do you think about, well, let me hustle to get my mama her house back or get her a new home that you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. They don't think. Now parents got to think about their kids. They knowing their kids out here doing and selling the drugs and doing this stuff. Some parents have to think, well, let me get some insurance so I can bury them because I know they're gonna. Ain't no parent should have to think about nothing like that at all.
And not only that, but you think about the children. If they have any children, the kids,
Right.
you know, are missing out.
Especially if they got, like you said, they got their own kids. Now you're not out here with your child, and now I got to be as a parent, as a grandparent, to help your baby mom or your baby daddy to help take care of your child. That's all I'm saying. Hold on for a second. Well, we'll see how much tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, I'm back, y'all.
Send Nino down there to see if Sonny at home.
Oh, okay. But yeah, prison life is something serious. I have a brother that my brother is in prison. Um, Jay's brother in prison. Well, he's getting Jay's brother is getting ready to come home.
Mhm.
But my brother in prison for what Don was talking about last night about the Social Security with the money. Was you in that J4?
Yeah, I was in there.
Yeah. What Don was talking about, my brother, and I had put in the chat. I was like, that's what my brother going through. My brother locked up right now because of the fact he discovered about the Social Security money. That's why I said that Social Security is worth your Social Security card is worth a lot of money, but when you apply for it and you like really demand for it, it's red tape you got to go through because he ended up turning his Social Security card in, and they needed it. They for them not wanting to give it to him, they found something to put on him to lock him up for. But I talked to his lawyer. Now, being that he gave away he gave up his Social Security number and changed his name because he was gonna move to Africa, and He changed his name. So they wanted something to file on him, and I mean found to find on him. And his lawyer was telling me like he the first to ever to go to prison like that. And the time that they gave him, they gave my brother don't come out to 2039, and he didn't really do anything but apply for the money because
So
your
let me
social
ask you
security
this.
number, huh?
Let me ask you this. So he was in jail on something previously to the Social Security charge, right?
No, he wasn't in jail at all.
Okay.
He
So
wasn't in jail at all. So what he did was my brother ended up becoming a Moor. So a Moor, they don't go by the land, the government, the rules of the land. So when he became a Moor, that's when he changed his name. He turned in his birth certificate and social security card. And and then when he was telling me about the transition that he was going through, he he would drive. The police pulled him over, and they wanted his license, and he's like, I don't have to have a license. And he said something to them. I don't know what he said, but he said something to them, and the police let him go.
mm,
And so when they did that, so he had to go to court. He went to court, and the judge, he let me see. He said something to the judge, and he was like, "I don't." He was. I mean, he was giving the judge the business, and the judge knew what he was saying to him was true. So the judge really couldn't do nothing to him. And then, and my brother walked out the courtroom. He's like, "I don't have to listen to y'all laws or whatever." So I think the district attorney and the judge had wanted to really stick it to him because they was trying to find something for it to lock him up for. He when he filed, I mean, matter of fact, you can Google him. I'm gonna get his, and my brother name is Timothy J. Pate, Pate, and you can look you look him up and you could go through. He even when he even sent the letter to the treasurer at the time, um Obama's treasurer, um he told him he wanted his he wanted his money. um his was no, then he sent it to RS. Hold on, I'm for to show y'all. Let me see if if I know how to do this right here. The he he went and filed with the IRS. Okay, yeah, I think I could do it. The IRS, and they sent him a check for $1.3 million. I think it was $1.3 million. Um, yeah, this is my first time doing it. Let me see, Microsoft Edge. Let's see if I can do it.
Miss Renee, be careful showing that now. You know what I'm saying? I may have some personal information on there.
No, it ain't got no personal information.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm pretty see. Let me see.
So Miss Renee, while you're doing that, let me ask, what was the purpose of you asking me if I've been to prison before? Because I had just slid in. I didn't know what y'all was
No,
talking about before I hit the panel.
oh no, I was just asking, have you ever been in prison? When we was talking about how people, I don't know, people get out of prison and they can't get no job or anything like that. We were just
Oh,
talking about
okay.
that, and I was just saying if you have been. Yeah, I don't know how to do this shit. This thing, but we gonna learn it together. Let me see.
Yeah, fortunately, I never been to jail or prison, so I haven't been put in that situation. So,
I hope you never ever get put in that position. I just like I say, some people um get locked up and they try to get out and do things. Can y'all see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I think is this the one? I'm gonna click on this one. I think this the one right here. Let me click on it.
Yeah, we have a lot of those sovereign citizens in northern Louisiana.
Oh, y'all
Some
do?
people there. Yeah, we do.
I don't care. Um, yeah, the federal judge and government often sentenced him to 25 years in prison. Um, say Augusta man who was began filing false. They said false. That's what they try to charge him with: false tax returns, claiming millions of dollars. But I ain't gonna read this a whole lot. But yeah, my brother had changed his name to Akana Ali. They had this judge that sentenced him, didn't like him
Mm-hmm.
because he had got into it with him, into 300 months in prison, followed by 3 years supervision. But I'm gonna find that part. There's no parole in federal prison, and he is in federal prison. He definitely is. Unknown caller.
Yeah. So when you go to prison, they got to do 80% of their time.
Huh?
When you go to federal
I'm
prison,
trying
you have to do 80% of your time.
and Fed, no, I think Fed, you gotta do door to door.
Well,
Well,
unless they changed it, that you have to do 80% of your time.
oh, okay. Well, I know his lawyer was telling me that some of this time is gonna be knocked off because they really didn't have anything on. He tried to extract millions of
It's yeah.
taxpayer dollars by bullying hardworking people. See, that's what they were trying to say. Since he had filed for the money off of his Social Security, they tried terrorists. They wanted to say that he was doing terrorists. Can y'all read it?
It's too small for me to read.
Okay, but I'm just
Yeah.
skipping to the. I'm trying. There's so much on here. I'm trying to find. He was on more right here, according to the unpaid file tax return 2016 through 2018, falsely claimed he was owed more than 7 million in tax return.
Mm.
There was no way. So pay is also attempt to have the IRS pay his past due child support after the IRS reply reject, and they did send him a check. They sent him a check of, the check was 1.5 million. They sent him a check. So what he did was he didn't take it up there. He mailed it to his bank account.
Mm-hmm.
So what they tried to do, they wanted him to go take the check to the bank, the bank, so they could see right here where they say who claims to be a Moorish national, not subject to the U.S. laws, and he believed in that. And still to this day he believed in it. He still believe in it. The case against the IRS commission seeking tax return. So here you go. Pay carry out the this is what they say. They said pay carry out the threat in May 2018. He filed lien range for 15 million to 33 million against the U.S. Administration Court in Augusta. So what they did was they know that his social, when he turned his in social security card in, that he was supposed to get the money. But see, with the government, they would stop you for even trying to claim it. But actually it really is your money from the time you born into this world. That
See,
money
what I don't
adds up until you.
understand, I don't understand how they cut him a check and then he, get jail time. after they already cut him the check and actually sent it to him.
Yep, they cut him a check, and I seen the check myself when it came. He showed it to me. They sent him a check, and so what he did, he didn't carry, he didn't take it to the bank. He mailed when he got it, he signed it, and he mailed it to his bank account. See what they wanted to do, they probably wanted him to carry the check and try to go get him, but he signed it and he sent it to his bank account. So they couldn't get him then. So they had to find something to arrest him for. But his lawyer was telling me they really don't have nothing on him. They really don't have anything on him. And that's what I was trying to say to Don last night. I was gonna come up on the panel and to tell him, but because my brother went through that and he going through it now. It's red tape. You can get it. It's definitely yours, but the government gonna try to stop you from getting that. And see what he was doing.
So, sorry, Miss Renee, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
So you're saying, or you believe that the IRS cut him that check, knowing that they were going, well, the feds was gonna come after him and lock him up when he tried to cash it. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, because they like I said, I seen the check myself. I seen the check myself because he showed it, and because his thing was once he turned his social security card and his birth certificate back in, he's no longer a citizen of the United States. Then that would have mean he would have to leave, which he didn't care because he was going to move to Africa anyway. His plans were to go to Africa and live. But see, with him knowing, they had to find something to get him for. See, when I read the part about his child support, they brought that up. What the child support got to do with what he had going on? So they had to find something. Then he cussed the judge out. So the judge that went after him, he's no longer a judge anymore. So he retired. So his lawyer was telling me, being that two of the judges that had did the case said it can be thrown out, that he can get out. He can get out. So that means when he get out, they're gonna legally have to give him that money. They're gonna have to give it to him. So when he get it, he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave the United States because he's no longer a citizen. You become a citizen when you're born over here. You become a citizen when they give you that birth certificate and social security card. That's when you come into this world, you are the estate of the government. Your parents don't really own you. The ones that own you is the government. The government is one. Why
Right.
you think the government can come in and take your kids away from you?
Yeah. Right. Hmm.
They literally own you. Your parents is just honestly, your parents is just the carrier. Because technically by law, when you have a baby, you're supposed to go and file for your child. Hmm. And I try to talk to my brother. I'm like, just let it go. He said, I'm not letting it go because that's my money and I'm getting it and I'm leaving. When
So,
they
Miss Renee,
uh-huh.
and this is based on your opinion. So you think, okay, anybody can, go through that process, turn in their birth certificate, their social security card, and file for that money. But you think there's no way around the jail time for anybody that's, that choose to go that route?
See, this is the thing. They're gonna find the government ain't just gonna give it up for free. They're gonna find something. They're gonna find. That's why I was saying last night. It's a red tape. You got to go through. If you sincere about it, you got to go through what they're gonna throw at you, because the government not gonna want to give them. But do you not know how many people in this world they got to give that money to? Everybody in the world would literally be rich. Literally. See, there's just a lot of stuff that that they don't tell you. But technically, it's your money.
So is that the reason why I believe the age is it 60, 65 now, where you can start drawing Social Security?
Mm-hmm. 65, 65, you can retire. But the thing about it
I
is,
mean, that tell you right there that the money is there. You
yeah, the
know?
money is there. Yeah.
Actually, you can file for your Social Security at 62. You can take it at
Okay.
62, but they're going to penalize you 25% of that. So it depends on the year that
Mm-hmm.
you were born. Like for me, the year that I was born, in order for me to get my full Social Security, I would have to be 66 and 4 months. If you was born in, like saying, I'll let you know because everybody know, I was born in 56. So that means that when I turned 66, I had to wait 4 months after I turned 66 in order to get my full Social Security,
Yeah.
what they allow me. And see, what
Yep.
people don't know is Social Security is based on your last 35 years of your work history.
Yep.
They go back 35 years of what you made to determine what your check is going to be.
Gonna be. But this is the thing. You cannot never work and still get Social Security.
Yeah, but they don't call it as Social Security. They call it like SSI. It's just a Social
Yeah. That's
Security
when they change over
number.
because they literally got to give you your money. You
Right.
only drawing off the money that's already yours.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never got to work, not never had a job in your life. But when you get to a certain age, that's when they'll start cutting you your money to you.
So let me ask you this. All right, so whenever you do work, you know they draw out, well, they take out Social Security in your check. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
out your check. So you think they're taking out that Social Security to pay other Social Security
Yep.
people that's eligible to
Yep.
receive it or that's currently receiving it?
Yep. That's all it is.
Mm, okay.
That's all it is. Because like I say, if everybody know anything, I'm gonna tell you right here. So when you have some time, when you be on YouTube, just look up the Moorish and listen to what they say. That's why my brother got into it because the cops do not mess with the Moors. If you let them know, you say because when you become a Moor, it's certain stuff you're supposed to say to the government that they will have to go by because they can't touch you. They cannot touch you. And you say something to them. I've seen plenty of videos on here about Moorish, um, and how they have their own flag and everything. Yeah. And you say those words, that's what I'm saying. Just like we're not even supposed to be having a driver license to drive. Moors don't have driver license. You pull a Moors on, they're gonna say something to the police, and the police gonna let them go. They're not gonna bother them. They're gonna let them go. Only time you're supposed to have driver's license is when you're doing a commercial, which is a business. That's when you're supposed to have license. But technically, we're not supposed to have license. We can just drive.
Well, technically, we're not even supposed to be paying taxes.
Taxes, exactly. It's just the government stopping them. Just got a rock right in front of you where you can't come through. But legally, everybody in the world will be rich. Everybody in the world is rich. Well, in America,
It's
they
crazy
are
how you can own something but still have to pay taxes on it,
still
as far as
exactly.
land,
Hmm.
property,
Hmm.
Well,
your houses.
see, here's the thing about that. What people don't understand: if you going to buy a house, you purchase the land that you're going to build that house on.
Right.
Then once you do that, you don't have to pay taxes because you own the land and you own, but you're gonna pay taxes on that house because you're not paying cash for it. You're getting it financed, or so therefore you're gonna be paying taxes on that. But if you own both of them, now if you own your house, you quit paying property tax when you get 80 years old. That's if you own your home. Then
Hmm.
paid
Mm-hmm.
property tax for 80 years. So now you don't have to pay it when you get 80. You own your
Mm-hmm.
home and you will not have to pay no more property tax.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of stuff that people don't know until
Mm-hmm.
actually it, and I do know this for a fact because it has happened to a family member of mine.
Yeah.
So, and that's
Man,
true.
that's
And I'm gonna tell
crazy.
you this, and I'm gonna tell you, and he would have been a damn good president, but they knew they killed him, and I ain't gonna say allegedly because we all know they killed him because what he was getting, what he was for, and what he was coming out telling the people, they shot him. That was John F. Kennedy
Exactly. Exactly. You hit it on the
he,
nose.
because he was coming out to explain about the Federal Reserve. Any the
Mm-hmm.
Federal Reserve taking over, we shouldn't even be even. That's a no. There is
Mm-hmm.
no nothing connected with the Federal Reserve. No. And he knew all of this. And this
Mm-hmm.
is what his whole thing was, but they killed him. And they killed him in what, 80, what was that? John F. Kennedy. He had
Mm-hmm.
got inaugurated in and they shot and killed him. Was it in Dallas, Renee? It was
I
in
Yeah,
think
in
it was
Dallas,
in
in
Dallas.
it was in Dallas in that motorcade.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They killed him.
Yep.
Hmm.
Because I believe if he would have lived, a lot of stuff that's going on in the government, he
Wouldn't have
would
been.
have signed out. It would not be going on.
That's right.
He would have signed off on it. But they knew they couldn't let him get into the White House.
Yep. And that's why they killed him before he even got in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then see, you notice the his brother got killed too because he was going to follow on what his
Follow
brother.
on. Yeah. Yep.
Man, that's crazy.
It's deep.
Kennedy was going to actually give the black people what was the black people
What was
what
due to them.
was
Mm-hmm.
right. Hmm.
We as black people would have been rich and living on this land like we should. He was gonna sign. I'm telling you, we would have if he would have got in a lot of hardship that black people could, we would never went through it. Trust me.
They had to stop him. He was already in because he was the president, but they had to stop him, and that's what they did.
Yeah, that's what they did. They killed him. Yep. That's known fact. That's why I said people need to do their homework and check on everything that's been done. That's been done. See, this is the government can't not allow everybody to be rich. They can't. That's they make sure. Why you think they give you public housing? It's a reason that they give you public housing. Yes, it's a reason. See, but nobody don't check in the same. And then at first, when my brother would start telling me, because my brother's the one that taught me and told me a lot of stuff, and my when he started telling me that, I was like, this he my brother talking crazy. He, but now I mean, I learned that what he was saying was nothing but the truth. And when you get your mail is everything is corporation. When you get mail, all your mail come in bold letters. Your name and on your mail is but nothing but bold letters. It's a corporation. It's just recycling everything. Everything. The money is just recycling. That's all it is. But they know it's money that belongs to people. Everybody that has a child, that keep having a child, and this money that's just flowing, and the government is not going to give it to you. That's why you got like Don was saying yes last night. Why you think we got to work as hard as we do? Some people work 7 days a week. Some people work Monday through Friday off on the weekend. It's reasons that we got to work. We still in slavery, believe it or not.
It's just modern slavery.
And that's all it is. That's all it is.
Because
That's all it is.
and see what gets you is, and you think about it. That's just like your parents. Okay, they both in the household and they drawing their social security, but their lifestyle is based on both their income coming in. So now when one dies, you can keep yours, but as if you got more than your spouse got coming in, or if he's got more than you have coming in, then they'll switch over and give you your spouses. But you can't draw both. Why not? Where does
One
his money go?
exactly, exactly. You can you both of you cannot draw. Nope.
Why can't I draw mine and his, and he's not,
His
or if
and
we
he's not here. That's right.
getting it while we was together? So what? No. And so okay, where's his money going?
to somebody else.
Yeah, it's going to somebody else.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying, Mama John.
You know
Man,
you
they
yeah. It's just
man, the way they have it set up, man, it's just crooked, man.
yeah.
Yeah, the government is very quick at. I
But
mean,
see, and
very.
we got to remember and pay attention. Why do you think that he did it for so long? And when they did get a hold to his tax returns, how little of money that he was paying taxes? Because he
Mm-hmm.
he knew what he's doing. They can say what they want to about him. It was some things that I didn't agree with when he was in office, but there was
Who?
some
Trump?
things, yes, but there was some things
Yeah.
he knew.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? And I believe he was gonna expose it too.
Oh, he was getting
He
ready.
was gonna expose it.
He was cleaning house. Whether people wanted it, they hated it because he was pulling all of them people out of their rabbit hole. He knew
Mm-hmm.
exactly what was going on. He was stepping on toes. Oh, we got to
Mm-hmm.
do something, but we can't bring it out the forefront because then everybody would know. But he knew. I said to myself, and I don't care what anybody say. I don't like some of the things he's doing, but he was doing a little more than a lot of them that was in there.
And you got, and you know what? You is right. So I mean, if he get in office again, watch how stuff switch and change. Watch now.
Mhm.
I don't think if is a question.
He ain't
It's
gonna.
more so like when.
They ain't gonna get him back. He ain't gonna get back in there. What? He
You
ain't
don't
gonna.
They ain't
think
gonna
so,
let
Mama
no. They
John?
they they
I
no. They
think
definitely ain't gonna let him get back in because they already know what he was gonna do.
I don't know.
I think I
You
think he
think
back
so?
in there. I think so.
If he get back in, it's gonna be a miracle. It's gonna be a miracle if he get back in.
I think Don's
I'm
going
telling
live.
you.
I got a notification.
Oh, he did.
Well,
I think. I
Don
think.
and the Trolling Dogs going live at the same time, you know.
Oh wow.
Oh Lord.
I don't think he knows that. I don't.
No, you probably gonna tell him because the Jordan Dogs getting ready to go live in a little bit.
They sure are. Well, it's 5 here, so they'll be going live in an hour.
But yeah, you just gotta do your homework and you'll see. You'll
Just
see.
like when he kept talking about putting that wall up, he knew it was a reason why he wanted that wall. Now look what's going on.
Yep. And he was gonna pay half of it with his money.
And not only that, but you seen how he was cleaning house because a lot of them was going down that we didn't
Yeah.
even know nothing about.
Mm-hmm.
And see, he was against all of that pedophilia and all this stuff that was going on. He knew who had their hands involved in all of this. And you see how he was going over there, even though they was talking about it, but at least he had communication with Putin them. You see how everything that all broke loose now?
Yeah, you right. Yep. You is absolutely right. We gotta watch. You gotta watch. You gotta watch all this stuff. It's when I tell you it's something serious, J4, I'm telling you it's something serious. It's something serious. And see, right now the government they slipping. They slip in, a lot of stuff is being revealed.
Hmm.
Whenever, like when I was telling my brother, he never, my brother, every time that he went to court, they see what it is. He really ain't said nothing in court. He only thing he kept saying to them, I don't understand. I don't I, I don't understand what you're saying. And then at one point they just every time, because they knew he was gonna say he didn't understand, they literally had court without him. He was in the other room, and they would have court without him because of the fact he kept saying that I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying. So that's how he ended up with all the years that he got. But again, like I said, his lawyer told me a lot of those years coming off. They ain't gonna have no choice because they really didn't have anything on him. I asked his lawyer, I said, well, do you think that he can get out? He's like, I have had cases, the same thing your brother going through. I said, well, did when he said, yeah.
But they're gonna
He
let
said,
he's gonna have to. They making him sit down for a minute. See,
yep, yep. That's what they doing. And my brother knows it. That's why he not worried. He not worried. He not even worried. And then on top of that, the prison, the Fed thing that he's in, it's the lowest minimum of security.
mm, minimum security.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know
Yeah,
he's not. Oh,
he not doing no hard time
mm-mm.
because they know he right, but they know when he get released, they gonna have to release that.
So they're
They
hoping.
know.
And a lot of times when they give them that time, they're hoping that they get an ailment or something that cause them to
Mm-hmm.
die where they don't have to pay out that money.
Mm-hmm. Or they don't sat in there and thought about it. Now I'm not gonna go through this now. My
Right.
brother, my brother sitting in there. He said, I'm not. He told me, he's like, I'm not worried. He said, when I get out here, I'm gonna be all right, and I'm out of this country. I'm gone.
That's how they did my cousin when he sued the government. They said it takes 20 years. They didn't think a lot of them ran out of money. They couldn't afford it. A lot of them's health, they died. But my cousin actually survived.
And they
Yep.
had to give it up.
Now he sued them for 1 million, but the government paid him 500. He still got to go to DC and go through the procedure to get the other half a million.
Mm-hmm.
His lawyers charged him $100,000, but he didn't care. The minute he got his money, he made sure that check was well off to them because they knew that he was going to win his case.
Yep. Huh?
He sued the military. It was the military. He did 23, almost 24 years. And it's hard. And
Yep.
my other brother, my baby brother, sued him too. And he was awarded 250,000. But see, it didn't take him that long. But my cousin, they was hoping with his age, they was hoping that he wouldn't live long enough. But yeah, he's still living and living good. And he gets $8,000 a month from the government.
But that's the thing. You got to go. You got to go through some red tape.
Yeah,
The
so
government knows.
when people talk about the what is it you say being like I heard Pyrex speak on it, but see, you're not explaining the whole red tape that a person. It's not as easy as you putting it out there and making it sound though.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm.
It can be done, but
But
like
it's
you said,
out there. Oh no. But nobody's not gonna want to go through all that and deal with all that what they got going on. The government know. They know. Oh yeah, they definitely know. And then if everybody jump on board, that mean you not know how much money got to be put out there. They're gonna be cutting down trees left and right to pay everybody off. So they got to keep you at a minimum.
But see,
It,
and it's another thing that was going to be exposed out too. You see, Kennedy was getting ready to expose out who the Federal Reserve was. See,
yep.
Federal Reserve, allegedly, I'm gonna say, but no, Federal Reserve has so much money. They have so much money that they have enough money to pay everybody that's living.
Point. And that's why I said, and it goes back to, that's what I'm saying. That's why everything is in connected, the straw man, all that. All that. That's what I'm saying. People is worth a lot. People is worth a lot of money. They're just not gonna give it to you. They're not gonna give it to you.
Mm-mm,
Period. Period. Yeah, it's yours. But I'm keeping it. That's basically how it is.
mm-hmm,
It's yours, but I'm keeping it. But like I say, the only the strong can go through it and to get it. But it depends on what you got to go through and how long you got to go through to get it. And people leave, they'll get it and leave this country because then now they don't want to be a citizen no more. They can go to any country and live good, live as because you know there everybody money is different from American money is a lot. It's a lot. So they can take that they can take hell. They ain't even got to have a million and go to another country and live like they I mean, and live like they the richest person in the world. But see, and I think that's what the government knows that people will get their money and go. So that means you know you think about it, the state, the United States ain't gonna it will shrivel to nothing.
I hate to
Yep.
cut in like this, but I see that the trolling dolls are actually live right now.
Oh,
They
okay,
live. Okay. Okay.
okay,
I'm gonna end
Yeah.
my live. Okay.
okay.
All right.